Ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3.
Not in.
And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Not in. Not in.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion.
Not in.
60 Bison.
Not in.
Back to work they go after the interception. It's a screen to Barkley. And he has it right near. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. We'll kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on?
Not in.
Get it.
Quick throw into the hands of Higgins. Reaches the 30. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
They'll try this extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Okay, ready.
All set to go now from the 35.
Reload. Let go.
Lone back gets the handoff. There he goes on the right side. And they take this in for the score. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys grow their lead to 8. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Running back motions right. They'll throw to start the drive. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Come on, come on. Hey, tap the 60, tap the 60. Go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 8.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Come on. Rig alert. 18 Cardinal.
He's going to throw again on second down. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here we go. Shot.
He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. These guys pushing to get within range for a game winner. Second down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connecting on the slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
Plowing up the middle. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. We're drawing up for him. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
He's the one back on the handoff. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now 1 second before they call a delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Craft all 80.
Here he is to throw. Getting out to his left. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Cup 18, Rodler. 18, Cup 19. Cup 19.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And what a play! He scores! They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. So the Browns come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Cam Little to kick off.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. COVID-19.
Sanders in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Elliott will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man Sharp complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Set up. 19 Tiger.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Dion sprinting in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Patriots 14, Saints nothing.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Come on, set,
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 3-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 14. Back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the freak, Javon Curse.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready. 50, green. Jump.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Tebow scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Cam Little to kick
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey McBride, 79 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Patriots 14. Cam Little to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Black, ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Austin's got it left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Rồi cá nạp, rồi cá nạp.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Timberwolves. Ready.
Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
60, come on.
Cunningham to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 118, that's right.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it really nice.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Xavier Worthy, 39 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Here's Cunningham. Here's a screen to Powell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get it. 70 line. Ready.
Cunningham looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll drop this down to Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Cunningham. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
19.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 3.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
But give up the middle to Johnson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Johnson, 46 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Bronco 80. Ready.
He's going to keep this again.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now Cunningham.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception. GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Pushing his way through. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Jaylen Warren, 65 yards. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's one.
And the Raiders have got him. DeMarcus Ware able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that
searching.
one. Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. George Pickens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Ready?
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
Let's go
and
now.
7.
Hawk 70. Hey.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Our home team, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They're going option play on third down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good. We're up first down.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
They'll try the middle with Peterson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. Now he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Second and 4.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
On fourth down, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
A handoff for Warren. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
18 Cardinal. Check smash. Take go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Trubisky. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mitchell Trubisky, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Our home team, nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
19 Tiger.
The man in motion left here, Johnson.
Go.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life for this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Home team 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dances by him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
At their own 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Again, Peterson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down.
Ready? Three.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Cunningham to throw.
That's complete to Parham.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
Now Cunningham. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Here's Cunningham. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Randall Cunningham, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. They'll look to throw.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Trubisky will throw.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Cunningham looking to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this opening round matchup. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Cunningham. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That one out wide and intercepted. The 20. Down to the 10. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game. They tend to have the advantage.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60, here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
That's quickly out to Smith. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Great, pass all 80. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to bring this one back. Oh, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right back to the air following that pick 6. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Flush to his right. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
It's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the number one.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on its own. Not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball, but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Has some room inside the 30. And he's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Panthers. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, great. Come on.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll look to throw. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking this one downfield for Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He takes off, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. And now, more problems. After the safety, the free kick goes out of bounds. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Rolling right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down. And the Saints
moving to his right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the 1st half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is so a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, a huge mistake, late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
19 Chargers.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Ready?
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Saints are able to get it back within a score. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Come with me.
The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Carolina first down. Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers.
And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Saints, first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot at it from Menard. Second down and goal. He'll keep this himself. And he pitches it. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and goal.
Let's go now.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are back within 5.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
At their own 35-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Off the play fake, it's May. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. Throw out of the gun, it's a run with Elliott. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Schultz, the motion man. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. It is third and long. May going to look to throw. It's made by Pickens. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Panther first down.
The Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw now, May. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
On 3rd and long, here's May. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Again, here's Zeke. Good running inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Carolina. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Now Aubrey for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson. And the Panthers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Schultz, the motion man. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go play action with May. Henry Jordan. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
At the 20-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Schultz, the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. One final chance for this defense, and here's third down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints 15.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. To throw is May. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Carolina first down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. New Orleans' third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 1st and 10.
Crazy.
May to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll go. Here's May. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.